Hello everybody, my name is Rose, and today we are checking out Boss Dungeons. This add-on adds 4 custom structures, 4 unique bosses, and some brand new treasure. You can find Boss Dungeons on the Minecraft Marketplace, and it's made by Blockworks. It costs 660 Minecoins, which is about $4 US, and currently has a community rating of 4.1 stars. And hey, thank you to the developers for gifting me this add-on. However, this is not a paid promotion. These dungeons are really tough, so I suggest you go ahead and gather up some of your best gear, enchanted netherite, and always bring a pocket friend for emotional support. These custom dungeons are huge. There's not much going on in the top of the dungeon, but in the basement is where the magic happens. So you want to eventually make your way down here, and they're using the trial chamber mechanics, which will show you guys some of the mobs that pop out when we use them. But you'll keep going down, and there's many different layers of dungeons, and it's pretty big, and it's kind of like a maze. You gotta find your way through and go to the next layer and go deeper and deeper, and then eventually, hopefully, you'll find yourself the boss room, and it's also in a slime chunk. These dungeons also give you mining fatigue 3, so it's going to be really hard to just dig your way through. It's possible, but it's pretty difficult. These dungeons are super rare, and I had to travel thousands of blocks between the dungeons to actually find them, but once you do, it's pretty amazing. These dungeons are really tough, and I definitely recommend using this add-on on a realm with different people. It's a lot of fun to kind of get a group together and be like, hey, today let's do this dungeon. And I think that's the way that it's designed to be used, having these really big dungeons to do with your friends. And during the dungeons, you'll go through different layers, and eventually you'll find stairs to go to the next layer. You'll fight through all those mobs, and then to the next layer, and eventually you will find the boss room and fight the boss. During the layers, you will be fighting vanilla Minecraft mobs, and in each dungeon, there is a unique, special minion mob that you will fight, kind of based off of the boss for that specific dungeon. I kind of wish maybe there were more different types of mobs. However, I feel like a lot of people will enjoy it since it does feel very much vanilla. You're going to be fighting a lot of vanilla mobs. As far as the loot goes, during the top portion of the dungeon, during the layers of mazes, they are using the trial chamber mechanics. So you will walk by monster spawners, pop them, a couple different mobs will spawn, and eventually you'll get some loot. As far as I can tell, the loot for up here on these top parts are vanilla Minecraft loots. You'll get trial chamber keys and different types of food and items, very much like a trial chamber. And it's nice for multiplayer because everyone will be getting these keys, and they can use the same key area to open up and get loot, so everybody gets loot up in here, which is very nice. However, it will be kind of an issue, maybe, depending on who you're playing with. When you do defeat the boss, there are 2 items that will drop, which is going to be the special weapon for that boss and the head. And only 1 weapon and head will drop for each boss, so you're gonna have to pick who gets that, or maybe it's a community thing. That's kind of up to you. There are 4 different types of dungeons, and the one that we're in right now is the one with the apex cyborg, which they call it the jungle vault. And these can be found in the jungle biomes, and with these giant pyramid structures with gardens along its edges. And we're about to fight the boss, which is called the apex cyborg. And it is an enhanced gorilla with various advanced long-range weapons. And it does say the redstone drones it summons could potentially be rewired, so that's pretty interesting. Maybe you can do some fun things with that. The special weapon that this boss will drop is called the Explosive Gauntlet, and it will let you launch an explosive fist at your enemies. And it says it can be enchanted by power and flame enchantments, so that'll be fun to play around with, and can be repaired in an anvil using iron. The next dungeon that this footage is from is called the Frozen Spire, and this can be found in the Snowy Plains biomes. It's a tall, icy spire. You cannot miss it. This is actually the first one that we took on, so going back in time. The special boss in this dungeon is called the Frostbound King, and this is a giant yeti with icy breath that freezes you in place. Heating the yeti up might be a way to reduce the damage it deals with its frost hammer. We didn't do that. We were able to take down the boss, but there were 2 of us, so keep that in mind. And the special weapon that this boss will drop is called the Frost Hammer, and it will let you launch multiple enemies into the air when used by interacting. The power of the ground pound can be enhanced with knockback enchantment. It can also be repaired in anvil using blue ice. The next dungeon we're going to take a look at is the Desert Tombs. I'm by myself now. I have no friends in real life. Hello. There's also these special little minions like in each of the dungeons that kind of match with the boss. But going down here, ooh, is it really dark? That's one thing, it is super dark. You're going to need tons of torches when you're down here going through the different mazes. It's nice that you can use the keys that you got from previous dungeons in in different dungeons when you find them. Get all these guys down. Get out of here. Get out of here. I kind of wish that maybe there was more different types of loot. I don't know if it's possible for vanilla Minecraft to have special loot that drops from these. I think it's just using the same vanilla Minecraft table. And there are no like special chests to find up here with any different types of treasure in them, which maybe would be cool, but I also do like using the trial chamber mechanics. So let's get these guys out of here. I feel like a lot of people will like these since they are very vanilla-like with like a little bit of a twist. We got honey bottle, we got some wind charges, enchanted iron, but not really useful. A lot of the different armor that you get. This desert one also has these giant pots too, so it might be fun to collect up some of those if that's what you're into. However, they don't have any of the special like images on them. It might be fun for some special like decorations if they had the special like shards on them. That would be cool. That's like one thing I will say. I really do enjoy the boss rooms. I think the boss rooms look really awesome and they look really cool. But the lair rooms are quite bland. I kind of wish there was more decorations in them. Maybe like some bushes or foliage in them. Just more decorations. However, maybe it is like a limitation with Bedrock Minecraft. I'm not entirely sure how they made this. They did say that I think each of these dungeons will have different layouts. So maybe the way that it was made together, it had to be, you know, pretty simple to connect it together to make like these unique dungeons that are different each time. So every desert pyramid should have a different like maze in it, if that makes sense. But I definitely think it's a really fun mechanic going on there. I just wish there was more decorations. Definitely more decorations. I think it's a really good dungeon to kind of look at and hopefully in the future build on. There's a lot of potential with this, which I think it's fun. But it is fun to do. Don't get me wrong, it is fun, but I want more decorations. But maybe I'm just asking for too much, but I feel like a lot of people might want for more. And how do you guys feel about the mob situation? Since there's not too many different mobs in here, mostly just vanilla. A lot of people probably will like it because they just want like a vanilla plus experience. But I don't know. I do like that the bosses, you know, are unique. It's definitely a lot funner to fight with like your friends than like the Ender Dragon fight. It's fun to have these new fights to be able to do. And it brings more. I can definitely see a lot of people being like, yo, tonight we are fighting this giant pyramid that we found the other day. We were searching thousands of blocks. We finally found one. Yo, let's everybody, 6 p.m. Let's get on Discord. Let's go ahead and take this out and just hanging out at like Discord and having fun, chilling, and fighting all these mobs together and hanging out type of thing. I think that'll be really fun, but yeah. And I like these special mobs too. Sometimes that you can find in the dungeons. Maybe more loot would be fun, but a lot of people are always like upset when there's loot in structures. It's really hard to find the balance and make everybody happy. So they just stuck with the vanilla Minecraft loot, which probably is a safe bet. So no one can say it's like too OP or anything like that. Though you do get the special loot killing the bosses with the custom brand new weapons and their head. However, one thing about the special heads that you get from the bosses, you cannot actually place them on your head. I know some people will be sad about that. You cannot wear them. They are just merely for decorative purposes. You can place them down and be like, yo, we killed that guy. Or you could have like a full room, like full of it, and be like, hey, we killed 27 of these sand revenants and it was pretty awesome and we had a good time doing it. This is the boss room for the sand revenants. He's no longer here, but a lot of these boss rooms will have a couple of these like big ones that you use the special ominous keys for, so you get better loot with these. So it's nice to know that the boss rooms will have these, and then everyone in your party, if they have enough keys, will be able to get loot from this. And you get a lot better loot than the other ones that use just the normal trial keys, of course. So that is really cool. You do probably have a chance to get a mace from those too, which is nice. Ooh, we got a nice enchanted golden apple. Ooh, that's the good one too. The good one, very nice. We got some of these and another one. Ooh, nice. So really cool. Also like a block of iron as well. And some of these arrows of slowness. And here are all the special weapons that you can find. So the Curse Blade drops kind of like from the minions of the Desert Temple plays. And the Curse Scythe is right here. So this has +7 attack damage. The Curse Scythe has +10. It does have a special ability where it kind of like has that desert sandness going on there too, which will damage. Oh, sorry, pig. Sacrifices were made. The elemental axe will drop from a dungeon that we have not seen. That is from the Tyrant. I was not able to find this dungeon. It's called the Mountain Keep and can be found in mountainous biomes and is easily recognized by the flags on its towers. I did search for a couple hours in this world and I was not able to find it. It's a really cool looking dragon guy with 3 heads, and he will drop this elemental axe that you can use to fight. It has +10 attack damage, so that goes to show you that these dungeons are pretty rare, and I wasn't able to even find that one in creative mode flying around for hours. So maybe one day we will find the Mountain Keep. However, I have seen other videos with this add-on and they were able to find it, so it does exist. It's not like a bug or anything. It does exist. I just haven't found it yet. And then the Explosive Gauntlet will drop from the 8 boss. And the Frost Hammer will drop from the Yeti looking boss. And also this sword right here will drop from the minions. This has 7 attack damage. This has 10 attack damage. And then the Elemental Axe also has 10 attack damage too, which I think is really nice. So definitely had a lot of fun playing around with this add-on. It's definitely a good spot. I would love to see more dungeons. I kind of like how they're rare. You will have to travel thousands of blocks to find each one. I like the rarity of them. I wish they were a little bit more decorative. However, the boss rooms are really pretty, and I definitely like those. Maybe the heads to be placeable on your body because you can't actually wear them. They're just like props for decoration, but it's not too much of a big deal for me. In the Frosty dungeon, there are brand new blocks. There's this brand new ice blocks, the brand new slabs, and brand new walls that you can go ahead and collect and use that for building purposes. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye!